Alright. Is there an Odyssey today? I'm able maybe to start this streaming. I can't believe it. Or maybe not. Let's start with a nice complaining then. There we go. So basically I'm trying to refine my flight plan because it was a total mess. But okay, the type is wrong. It's wrong. Not SR22, SR22 Tang Turbo. And okay, we can go with this flight plan, of course. Yeah, not much of a change, to be honest. Oh, terrible. Yeah, that's so stupid. When you file a flight plan, you can't. Yeah, look at this. No, it's not the right type. Why are they? What the fuck? Okay, this is wrong, by the way. I just realized this is SR22 Turbo. I mean, now, according to the checklist I have, which I'm kind of trusting them. But it's okay. It's gonna work anyway. So, welcome to a live stream that could have been titled in three different ways, at least. It's like crossing Alps with a piston jet in winter. Extremely low visibility departure. We are in limited IFR condition. Look at this. I filed this flight plan 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Great. Or even let's talk about Flight Simulator 2024 with a nice complaint. No, okay, it's not the simulator fault. Foxtrot November Hotel Juliet Golf. Is that correct? Hotel, no. Okay. Oh, if indeed it's not. No, wait a sec. Hotel November. Yeah, no, it's correct. Hotel November. Yeah, I'm kind of curious because let me check this again. Because I don't know if this is me then. Because if I disconnect, my type is S22 Tango. This is me, of course, so I should disappear now. Let me try this. In the meantime, yeah, I wanted to do this video because it's been a year basically. Okay, it's more than a year today. Of course, it's a little bit late to do it, but whatever. So yeah, 1 year of Flight Simulator 2024. I want to talk about a little bit, yeah, like a recap. And why not do it with a default plane, probably one of the best default plane we have. This is of course in the premium deluxe version, but it's a really good one. Both the zeros are very good. Okay, let me see, now I'm offline, right? Okay. But if I connect with this, it's not gonna change my type at all. That's very interesting. If I try to find the flight plan, yeah, that's terrible. Okay, never mind. I don't care. So I'm wondering, I mean, shouldn't be based in vPilot the type and not in what you see in Flight Simulator, in SimBrief. But yeah, whatever. So yeah, let's go. I mean, as you can see, we are in limited IFR condition. We're gonna be out of fog very soon. Classical, very interesting. Alps cross. We're gonna go to Treviso today. This is the path we're gonna do. And you know that I love to cross Alps in this way, flying very low, close to peaks. It's gonna be epic. We're gonna climb quite a lot today, 17,000 feet, which yeah, it's not that bad at all for a Cirrus jet. But yeah, let's go. Again, this is one of the very best planes you have in 2024, in my opinion. Default one. It's a default one, but it doesn't feel at all. I mean, it's really a payware level, this plane. So my problem, no, it's not a problem because I have the right type now. Okay, just 2 passenger. Okay, yeah, first things about Flight Simulator, I don't like this loader at all. I mean, in the trailer has been presented like a big revolution compared to 2020. It's basically the same identical stuff that we have in 2020. Identical. The difference is that it's not here, but is in this kind of EFP. So, yeah, you can custom adjust the passenger, but it's so basically impossible to use because you have to. Okay, you can maybe write down the passenger way, but yeah, you have to do it for each single one, which is tremendous, but whatever. Total weight should be 13, okay, 140 kilos, which is almost what we are now. Fuel 125. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it like this. So yeah, the EFP has been basically the same since the beginning of the sim. Yeah, I'm not really loving it. I don't think it's a big revolution at all. I never use the flight plan here. I don't like to import flight plan from there. You can avoid it basically every single time now because the G1000 have a custom import, the G3000 have a custom info. So yeah, basically you don't need to import through the FB at all. But yeah, let's go and let's start up the engine. All right, battery 2 and 1. Oops. Okay. Should I turn on both battery? Yeah. Nav light on. Strobe light on. What? Strobe lights. Yeah, because you want me to start up engine immediately. Which, yeah, we can do. Okay. Power. Full forward. Mixture for each. Engine start. Why powerful forward? Ah, no, okay. Yeah, fuel pump. Yeah, it's a long time I don't fly the Cirrus jet. Not the Cirrus jet, this one. We have to press enter here. Then fuel pump, which was kind of active, but this is pump backup. Oh my god, I can't. Okay, yeah, boost. It should be fine. I don't have to keep it on, right? Because the checklist is not clear at all. Yeah, it's like fuel pump boost or prime for a few seconds if required. I have no idea, to be honest. Yeah, should be okay. I think so. So, power lever back 1/4. Ignition start, release after engine started firing. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna turn on the transponder. It's already on. I wanna change the code. 2000. Fail. Because the avionics is off. Okay. Yeah, let's start up engine. It's very easy. Okay. Avionics on. Now we okay, alternator 1228. Okay, the avionics is starting. Okay, we do have a transponder finally. Okay, then code 2000. Great. So yeah, as I told you, we do have an import system of the flight plan here. You're gonna see many flight plan now because yeah, I had to file like 10. No, I had to file like 5. which is right here. Okay, in this one is a little bit more complex because how do you do it? Let me see. Okay, it's not that. I guess it's just this is communication, right? Yeah, okay. So how do I import a flight plan in this stuff? Flight plan, nope. This is range. We don't care about range. Yeah, because okay, maybe it's no. Wow, this is not working. Very interesting. Very interesting. This? I guess no. Okay, this one control that. Unless is this. No. Yeah, we should have some kind of this stuff here. FMS controller. This doesn't do anything, to be honest. Very interesting as well. Wow. Ah, wow, it's right here. What the fuck? Great. I'm blind. Okay, flight plan catalog. Wow, 1 sec. I mean, what the fuck? Okay. And now, it can take a little bit of time. This is all work. No, this is. Oh, well, I thought it was. Yeah, it was a better simulation, honestly. Oh, yeah, every key was working, but it's not really. Okay. Yeah, we need to wait for the flight plan. There we go. So the last one, active. Enter. I should be fine. Okay, let me connect the iPad. We want to get out of here as soon as possible. Yeah, maybe it wasn't the best. Yeah, I wanted to do with a default plane, but I can't remember how to fly it. Great. Very good. Okay. This lets view stuff that every single time is so annoying. Okay, let me show you the iPad. All right. No. Okay. So this is the departure. Okay, well, the flight plan is like that. We do have some minima in our airways. That's why we need to climb so much. For example, in this one, okay, this one is not that high, but in November 606, minimum altitude is 15,800 feet. So we need to climb. We're gonna cross Alps. As you can see, radar minima it's above, basically. Flight level 160. So we're gonna climb quite a lot. This is the departure. Not gonna lose time here. It's extremely simple. In case you can stop the live. 1014. Okay, the altitude indicator was already set. Okay, I don't like this stuff at all, but whatever. Yeah, let's go. I mean, why wait? Procedure is correct, I guess. Procedure here is the no, wait a sec. Okay, now departures is correct already. Close this, close that. I want to keep this one like this. Map traffic is on, right? Yeah, it is. It was on. Great. And heading. Let's go. Come on. So yeah, basically after takeoff we're gonna be out of this dirty fog we are having now. Initial climb, do we have any? Yeah, flight level 70. Flight level, oops. 70. Okay. Great. Alright. Let's go. Flaps up. Altimeter is set. Transponder set. Autopilot is done. Trim. Where is the trim indicator? In the Cirrus. Yeah, I'm so an expert about this plane. Do we have any? Ah, yeah, it's here, of course. Yeah, it's right here in the Cirrus. Wow. Okay, let's go in takeoff range. Yeah, that can be so... This is something realistic, by the way. In every single plane, in AVGA, if you deal with the trim, the cloche or the stick's gonna move. So this is, yeah, of course, something that really happened. Alright. Let's go. I mean, taxi is gonna be quite simple. I'm not gonna show you. It's a very small airport. Yeah, we're gonna just... Wow, this is completely wrong. What? I should be in grass. Wow. Okay, never mind. And this is another important fact that we will have to mention. Talking about 2024, we can anticipate is that, as you know, I told you this many times, but long story short, there is no scenery gateway or word hub, whatever you want to call it, but yeah, like a system that lets that let the user to modify the default airport. And so I guess there is an alpha, but it's been 2 years. I mean, 1 year before the release of 2024, they were saying, okay, we're gonna release September 2023. Officially the Word Hub system. After 2 years, there is no news about that. And this is a big problem for small default airport because they are, some are good, others are really bad, and there is no way to fix those. Okay, we can just take off. Alright. Yeah, let's go. 1 degree outside. Well, hopefully we're not gonna have clouds. Yeah, I remember this is it's not a challenging flight, but it's kind of a crazy flight to do in real life. Luckily we are in a sim. Because we want to cross Alps in winter, fog situation at the moment. Yeah, if we have clouds during cruise, it's gonna be really bad. But whatever. Transponder is on autopilot. Is yeah, it's okay like this. We're gonna set it during cruise. After takeoff. Flaps 15. Oh wow, I don't have. Okay, flaps 15%. Sorry, 50%. Great. Landing lights are on. Fuel pump. Trim is set. So we have to line up and take off. We're gonna rotate around 75 knots. Then climb profile, cruise climb, manifold 30.5, and of course lean the mixture. Okay, yeah, I just need a manifold, of course, because this one is it doesn't have a prop. You can you can change the prop RPM, but it's like automatic. So manifold pressure not above 30.5 after takeoff. And typical climb speed is oh wow, there is a big no, okay, this is up to it. Flaps up above 90 knots. I don't see. Okay, accelerate. Okay, 120 knots for climb. All right, let's go. I don't see anyone around. Parking brake released. Okay, I can increase a little bit the volume of the simulator. All right. Let's go. Wow, super reactive. Wow, super fast. Okay. Engine stable. Brake release. Max power. Speed alive. Oh, the plane is rotating by himself. I'm doing nothing. Okay, trim down. Alright, wow, wind. Okay, wow, we are completely... Okay, let's maintain this heading, of course. We are completely... Flaps up. Over fog. In fog. Reducing power. 30.5. Wow, why we are... Okay. Flight director. Flight director and nav. Why we're... because of the... No. I mean, we shouldn't have unbalance still. Okay, trim down. Fly level change. Speed 1 to 0. Okay, I need to fly the plane. And follow the flight director. Flaps is up. Autopilot. Okay, we're gonna get out of clouds very soon. Power is set correctly. Climb rate is okay. We are gonna need the oxygen, of course, today. I don't know if there is any... Wait. Oh yeah, you can activate that here. That's cool. Yeah, getting out. What's happening? P2E? Why is off? Wow, look at this. Big layer of clouds. Wow. Okay, we can go direct to Atmax immediately. Flight plan. Atmax and direct. Activate. Yeah, let's go. Close this range. Alright. And we are flying. Yeah, the plane was like rolling to the left. Yeah, I didn't like that. I don't remember last time it was like I mean, what was happening. No, yeah. So after takeoff, cruise, climb. Oh my god, cruise. Climb power set. We need to lean the mixture. Flaps is up. Fuel boost, pump boost. So the pump stays on all the climb. Wow. So we need to lean the mixture. We have a system here actually to do that. Which is this. Okay. Alright, until it doesn't drop. No, like this, please. Okay, it's dropping. Okay. Great. And... well. Yeah, it's a turbo version. Undo what? No. Let me out of here. No. Oh my god. Now how do I exit this? Yeah, okay. Close everything. Alright, no, okay. I'm missing the heading. Okay, watching on my lunch break. This game comes out on console tomorrow. I'm excited. First of all, welcome Optimal. Do you mean, I guess, for PS5? I don't even know it, honestly. I don't even have a PS5. Wow, I didn't know that. So are you gonna get it? Wow, look at Alps. We need to continue climb. And okay, 11,000 feet. Yeah, it's fine for now. We can get a direct. We can get a direct to... Yeah, Nezes. Enter. Okay. Flight plan close. Sync the heading. Oh wow. Yeah, cool. I mean, it's it's your. I mean, is it your first sim? It's a bit different from console, but yeah, I'm sure you can enjoy it. So yeah, as you can see in the title, I want to talk a little bit about the. I mean, after an year of 2024. Yeah, what's the situation basically? Okay, I have to monitor the. How is the sim status? So yeah, overall, honestly, in particular compared to 2020, yeah, I have to say there are not enormous difference at all. Okay, yeah, the flight dynamic is quite different, actually. The main difference is of course that one simulator, at least if you have a good connection, one simulator, basically, it's very heavy on your SSD, which is 2020. I was around considering the simulator, the war update, the payware stuff and everything, I guess around 600 gigabytes, 600 to 700 gigabytes, something really crazy. Especially the war update. So yeah, this difference is quite it's quite important for sure. Unless you have a bad connection, because in that case, it's not completely identical, but yeah, it's very similar. It's very similar. So yeah, overall, my honest opinion is that, yeah, 2024 feels like it's still a little bit. I mean, it is of course a young simulator. The thing I can't really understand is that it's basically is a big update of 2020, but present some some bug around. For example, in some airports, there are crazy stuff happening. I remember in Paris, Charles de Gaulle custom default scenery, which is the same scenery you have in 2020. Ghost wall. Hi Arush. Flew into Echo November Bravo Romeo today with Feria, which crosswind. I don't even think you can land with gusting 40 crosswind. Echo November Bravo Romeo. Is it? Yeah, it's Bergen. Yeah. Where we are? Okay, this is us, by the way. We need to continue climb. So yeah, overall, in general, custom default airports are a little better in my opinion in 2020. And also there are strange stuff. For example, in Madrid there is a terminal that it's present in 2020 and it's missing in 2024, which is very strange since 2024 is the newest simulator. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking about that, any other difference about sceneries. In general, I feel like also the glide slope is quite messed up in 2024 compared to 2020. Okay, I'm not really flying 2020 since a long time at this point, but yeah, I hadn't that feeling. I mean, I've been flying a lot 2020. I hadn't that feeling to be in a wrong glide slope every single time. But yeah. About plane, of course, the 2024 default package is very different from 2020, especially from standard version. Have been identical through the year. Basically, as you know, I really like the Vision Jet. It's an incredible plane, probably the best default plane for the standard version of the sim. Other than that, there are Inhibits plane, very interesting. They are not bad, I mean, they are not that bad. Especially the A330, I kind of like it sufficiently, let's say. So of course, if you have 2024, you're gonna have a lot of Airbus stuff because you have the A321XLR, the A320neo, and the A330, 200, 300, both. It is Pratt & Whitney and I can't remember the other. But you have two engine variant, which is very interesting for a default plane. And of course, in the standard version, you have many. Also, the 737 MAX is default. So a lot of Airbus stuff from Inhibits, if we are talking about liners. Boeing is a little bit a different situation because through the year, I mean, especially two planes, the 737 MAX and the 747 are quite in, not great condition. The 737 MAX is, I would say, usable. You can use it from A to B with some alerts, let's say. For example, I remember you have to trigger the descent. I mean, strange stuff you don't really have to do in the 737, but whatever. And 747 is broken. You know that it's big miss. Again, very strange because in 2020 it's working quite okay. I mean, again, from A to B it's fine. 2024 is completely broken for some reason. But it is what it is. Wow, are we gonna be able to climb or? Yeah, we can reduce speed in case. Climb speed, I mean. So yeah, through the year we can say that for the plane that I use mostly, maybe I'm thinking about planes that have received big updates. Maybe the 787 about performance, about flight model, I don't know, but yeah, I feel like it's quite better now than in the first period of 2024. But yeah, overall, the plane that I really use, default plane, are mainly this one. This is a great plane. Oh, I have the landing lights on. About great. And I want to switch the. Let me switch this. The Vision Jet, again, incredible plane. The CJ4, the citation longitude. I don't really use liner except the A330. I like to fly the A330 sometime for long haul. But yeah. Then there was a big improvement on performance, that's for sure. I mean, the initial period of 2024 was way heavier than now, which is very good. Then what? what are we waiting for now? I mean, also we do have officially, I mean, a big miss was fly-by-wire product in 2024. One of the main difference for me, since I'm using VATSIM, was that it kind of sounded really strange, but yeah, the main reason was the model matching. So we didn't have any official free model matching release for 2024. Of course, you could just copy and paste from 2020 to 2024 FSLTL, but now it's not really officially released, but you can directly install FSLTL, A380, A320neo from fly-by-wire from the installer, which is kind of a recent stuff, but is a big difference for me, because yeah, if you're flying VATSIM, that makes a very enormous difference. Just, I mean, the early period of 2024, we wouldn't be able to change daytime because the weather was changing as well, and we couldn't have model matching. Now we have both of them, and so yeah, that's a huge difference. About plane, I think they were, I mean, about payware plane, they were pretty fast. I mean, after a year, we basically have everything we need. We are just missing, of course, PMDG, but I think we're gonna miss it for maybe just a week or maybe 2 weeks, because it's really about to be released, this 737-800 at least. For what I know, it's really close to be released. There are already YouTubers using it in pre-release, so we are really close, finally. But yeah, other than that, we even have more planes. So, for example, the A350, yeah, it's of course also for 2020, but have been released after 2024. So, about long haul, that was the big problem for 2020. So, we couldn't fly long haul flights since a while in 2020, because there was no plane for a long period, and now we are plenty. I mean, we have the A350, we have the 777, 300, 200, LR, ER, we have the cargo 737, we have default long haul plane, the A330, we have the 787. I never did a long haul with a 787, sorry, but yeah, it's there. So we are plenty of plane for every single type of flight you want to do. Which is great, of course. They are working pretty good in 2024, apart some of them, especially the A380 and the A350. The A350, we fly it yesterday. Finally, it's okay for me. But yeah, performance-wise, in Dubai, I don't know why it's not really working, which is, yeah, it's just one place, but it's a very important place. Because there is Emirates, of course, if you do real ops at least. Look at this, by the way. We're starting to cross Alps. Look at the magic of flying a small plane. You can really enjoy the area, not being at 35,000 feet. Wow. Yeah, that's gonna be amazing. Let me just check a direct. Okay, we can go direct to Otres. Yeah. So yeah, we are actually plenty of planes. Then, as you know, again, 2024 is just a big update of 2020, and the most evident things about this fact is that there is no new map. So it's the same map of 2020. For example, if there are missing airports in 2020 or wrong runway, wrong stuff. I mean, for example, in Beograd there is a new runway now, and it's not present in 2020 or 2024 because it was done after the year 2020. I need to go direct. One sec. So this hasn't changed. So we're still flying an old map, and some airports have been implemented. For example, Istanbul. The new one wasn't there in 2020, wasn't there in 2024 in the early period. Now, yeah, now there is basically. Why am okay? Because I have to close this. Yeah, but we can say the same about many other. For example, Pokhara in Nepal. It's a missing airport. I mean, there is the runway, I guess, but yeah, just that. And of course, this is. I mean, this involves also airport updates, new runway, new taxiway. London City, for example, is still a very old version. And many other. Yeah, Belgrade, of course, and yeah, it's plenty of it actually. Look at this! Wow, amazing flight. So we're about to level off. I need to check the checklist. 1 sec. Maybe we need to lean a little bit. Also, no. Sorry. No, why is going for... This is so annoying, I mean. Okay, we're right there. I don't think it should be like that, honestly. When you land a plane, I mean, if you're climbing, you can reduce the mixture even more, but... Okay, fuel pump off. Level off. Close this. Okay, cruise performance, 16,000 feet. 75% of power is okay. Alright, we're gonna keep like this. Oxygen on. Wow, yeah, of course. Was it already on? What? Okay, I don't think it's really simulated. There are planes in which it is, for example, Black Square, and also in the Kodiak from msfs it's simulated. So you are basically losing oxygen during flight if you activate it. Are we over Eastbrook? Okay, yeah, not really over it. It's kind of this valley, I guess, or this valley. Wow, what a weather. Okay, yeah, we do have VFR condition at destination. That's why I choose that destination, of course. My way, as always, if you have any question, if you have any addition, of course, feel free to type in chat. And landing light is off. This is all correct. Fuel pump, all right. Okay, it's fine. Okay. So yeah, overall, let's say that. I mean, again, so all this stuff about the airport and taxi and runway, again, I already said it in the beginning of the live stream, but yeah, we are really missing a scenery gateway or a system that does update the airports, because, and also the city, maybe, because yeah, at some point, I mean, I've been already 5 years since the 2024 map is from 2020. It's a 5 years old map. Yeah, the world changed. So yeah, I would expect some more update about that, to be honest, through time. But yeah, maybe in the future. Wow, super winter. We'll see. Wow, those clouds there kind of scary since it's minus 20 degrees outside. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, we just start crossing, by the way. Let's check this side as well. Hello. So yeah, another big difference from compared to 2020 was this AI stuff to generate slopes. Honestly, okay, you can see some difference, that's for sure, but it's not like an incredible feature that changed the scene completely. There are areas with extremely high resolution, like for example, West Alps, but that's a completely different stuff. That quality is insane, of course. But this, especially in the peak, I mean, or in the crest, because in the slope it's kind of active, but yeah, in the ridge here, not really. I mean, they are still very smooth. But yeah, for me, it's not really a big concern. I think for the majority of people, it's not really a concern because they are just flying liners very high, so you don't really care about stuff like that. And then there is one problem for people that have the aviation version, like me. So basically, all the plane in the aviation version are not available on 2024, or let's say they are available, but those are 2020 version. For example, the ATR is the 2020 version of the ATR just imported here. It's not even working properly, so yeah, that's been a little bit of a shame, I have to say, after 1 year not having the possibility to have an official release of all those planes in a 2024 version. But that is just for people like me that are a little bit, I wouldn't say stupid, but yeah, I wanted the ATR basically, and some other plane, but yeah, in the future they will, I'm quite sure they will bring them officially, but yeah. Crazy stuff, to be honest. Especially the ATR, of course, because it's a really good plane, and you can do very interesting ops with that. So we are really waiting for it. I am really waiting for it, to be honest. So right now we are in Austria. We're gonna be in Italy in 10 minutes probably. Okay, there is no control. Okay, there is control everywhere. Okay, we're going to Treviso. I didn't want to go to Venice just to change a little bit because we always fly to Venice. Yeah, there is tower in Venice, whatever. I mean, we logged in after. All right, thank you very much. Optimal Films. Do you produce films? So yeah. Look at this plane. I mean, the G1000 have an incredible range. Let's say. Usually you don't see plane that, I mean, that high from you. Wow. TBM. Yeah, I was about to fly the TBM today, but yeah, I wanted to fly something default since we are talking about the sim. So yeah, in my opinion, the main feature we are missing now is World Hub or Scenery Gateway, whatever it's called. Because again, airport change for time. It's impossible to be updated in every single airport in the world. And yeah, would be really a big improvement of the sim. Having something like that working properly. Yeah. And please fix the 747. That's why, I mean, I can't believe I can't fly the 747. It's you know, it's one of the most iconic plane ever built, and yeah, Wow, look at this peak, by the way, pretty high. Is the Gschalkoft. Sorry, I can't talk Deutschland. Or yeah. So yeah, I'm really missing the 7.4. Really missing the 7.4. I can fly it on 2020, but it doesn't have a cabin. It's not the same. I'm about to disinstall 2020 on top of it. I just need to find time, and I will, because I have 2024 in my secondary SSD and 2020 in my main. So I want to just completely disinstall 2020. For me, that's it. It's time. After the fly-by-wire, wow, what a monster. Look at this pic. 1 second. This should be even higher. Is the Spitzer. Very cool. But yeah, for me, it's time. I was using 2020 just for the A380 and the A320neo and the 7.3. So that's it. And the fly-by-wire installer is officially released for 2024, and 737 is about to be released as well. So this is the end for me. Even though, of course, 2020 is a way more stable sim. I heard about people having big problem with 2024. Personally, I don't. The only, situation in which my sim crashed. Wow, those clouds are kind of scary. But yeah, I was saying the only situation in which my sim crashed quite often is on the menu when I select a plane. For some reason, especially after a PC restart, or if there is a plane that I just installed or reinstalled as well. Sometimes it does crash randomly like that. But yeah, other than that, I don't really have any problem. Again, my PC is not the worst in the world at all. But I heard about people having big problems still with 2022. So I think be aware about your PC, because it can be a concern. You need a good PC for sure. To operate this simulator. And 2020 is way more stable. It's also in your SSD. So for example, one big difference for me is terrain. I mean, if you turn like this in 2024, as you can see, the terrain is kind of adjusting because it's in cloud. In 2020, this stuff is not happening, which can be annoying for some people. And very cool pics, by the way. And also, like the terrain, I don't know. Yeah, the first impression, if you turn very suddenly the view on the terrain, even over a city in 2020, look a little bit, tuned better. But yeah, just in some area. On top of that, I don't even did a proper comparison. But yeah, we are waiting big updates for the future. I mean, Sim Update 4 is about to be released, I guess, at least. Yeah. And hopefully they're gonna fix some stuff. Some plane. I think, the of course, I didn't fly every single plane. On top of that, not really so often, but speaking about liner again, 747, 737 are a little bit default. 747 is well known, it's broken, but 737 is really default. It's not that you can't use it, but yeah. But as always, after the sim update, we're gonna spend a week testing every plane. So yeah, So now, before we enter those nice clouds in front of us, which they are not nice at all, and we check the arrival procedure, I need to turn my meat in the oven, and I'm gonna be right back. All right, there we go. So yeah, we need to check the arrival. 1 second. I know that people don't like to check the arrival, but it's really needed. Because next waypoint will be the last one of our flight plan, as you can see here. So we're scheduled to shoot the Vicenza to Charlie arrival Victor India Charlie. Ale 1 alpha transition, which I have no idea what does it mean. What it means. What is that? 1 second, because I flew here quite some time, but okay, never mind. Then yeah, it's kind of strange to approach Treviso. LS Zulu is possible. Okay. Yeah. Ah, it's this, of course. Sorry, my bad. It's a laser 1 alpha transition. Ah, okay. Yeah, of course it is. But do we have the charts? No. Wow. Ah, wow. Yeah, of course we don't. I'm watching the wrong airport. Okay, there we go. A laser 1 alpha transition. Great. Let me pin this chart here. So let's check a little bit the altitude. We can descend flight level 130 after Alese. After Papa Hotel 001, flight level 900. And okay, I don't see any reference in Vicenza. Okay, 5,000 feet, sorry, my bad. Yeah, after Papa Hotel 002, 5,500 feet, and then we are gonna enter the approach 5,000 feet after Vicenza VR, and at Volet we can descend 3,000 to intercept the ILS in Treviso. Yeah, that's the approach plan. Let's woo. Okay, pretty scary clouds. So the procedure is already set. Yeah, can I check it maybe? Okay, like this. Alese direct to which? Oh no, this is wrong. We're missing the. No. Wait a sec. This is wrong. We are missing the transition. Select arrival. So is the Vicenza to Charlie. Yeah. Transition is the Alesi 1 alpha. Alese 1 alpha. Okay, now it's correct. Enter. Okay, way better. Then procedure. Approach ILS Zulu 27. Transition Volet. Minima on is a category 2 approach, but we can't use. Wow, that's interesting. We can't use radial altimeter, maybe because we don't have a radial altimeter. I don't know. So the minima is 192. Okay, let's set 200 feet. Barometric, of course. No. Ah, no, wait a sec. What the fuck? Yeah, we do have radio altimeter. No, wait a sec. Sorry. No. My bad. Okay, that's correct. My bad. Alright. Great. This is tuned. Okay, the LS frequency is tuned already. Ooh, wow. We are having quite some clouds here. This is something. Okay. Yeah, that's great. We are into Italy's airspace. So at Alese we can descend. I mean, do we really want to descend? I don't know. So yeah, at the end of the day, after a year, I can say honestly, I'm not completely satisfied from the sim. Overall, I still feel like flying into an unstable sim, which it put that slight tension every time. You never know if in those areas the performance with that specific plane are gonna be good or bad. You don't know sometimes if there are gonna be some bug. For example, I did a long haul from Hong Kong to Zurich with the A330 default plane, and on final low visibility I couldn't tune the tune, and the ILS wasn't tuned. It's an Airbus, so it's auto tuned, as you know. I couldn't change the frequency at all. So yeah, there are all this stuff happening in the sim which make it a little bit okay, let's see what's gonna happen today. In 2020 I didn't, at the end of the period of 2020 I didn't have that feeling at all. It was an extremely stable sim. Look at, this is Bolzano airport, by the way, which wasn't of course wasn't for here even 2020. I mean, because now 2020 for some people it's like the Eden, but 2020 was very unstable as well in the first period. And also, I don't know, in the Phoenix, there are many problems. For example, with air nav approach, I'm quite sure it's not on Phoenix, because I mean, seeing how they used to work, I feel like a little bit strange. Or sometimes the air nav is not working. Sometimes the LS is missing. I remember a live stream with the 777 in Malta, in the south of Italy. We couldn't have either the ILS or the air nav approach. We had to go visual. So all this small stuff happening. Yeah, the sim is still not really. Yeah, we do have top of descent, of course. We don't need to plan any previous descent. Wow, really plenty of clouds area. Let's say it's always an adventure. On the contrary, of course, in the very last period of 2020, also, I mean, this year I've been flying 2020 every single week until the last month. So I had zero problem basically in that sim. So what we do expect for the future is more stability, of course. Wards up, possibly. And yeah, every liner, I wouldn't say every default plane, but every liner to be able to fly from A to B. Not really. I mean, I would say every liner to be VATSIM ready, which means able to fly from A to B, able to do go around, able to hold. To be honest, every single plane can do it today, apart from the 747, which can do it, but it does have different problem, of course. For example, you can't set the QNH, or you can set the barometric minimum, yeah, and other stuff. Which is incredible to me because I mean it's the 747. It's on the standard version. Is the only long haul you have apart from the A330, and it's still completely bugged. This stuff is crazy for me, but it is what it is. Maybe it's for me. I don't know if it's on me, but I don't think because I remember to fly it in the very first period of 2024, but I don't know. It looks super strange that it's broken like that. But I will need to completely reinstall 2024 very soon, so in case it's gonna be there, the problem. Well, it's the only plane that does this, so I don't know, to be honest. Okay, we are about to descend now. We are about to finish our crossing of Alps. I've been really good in the initial part. Now it's clouding. But yeah, I'm not gonna go direct to any waypoint from now. So let's just enjoy the approach and land. Again, we land with one of the most beautiful planes you can have in the sim. If you have this premium deluxe version, you really need to fly the Cirrus SR22. It's a very, very good simulation. To be default, it's a very, very good plane. It doesn't, I mean, you feel like a pre-war plane, for sure. I mean, it's really, really good. Flight model, especially. The system is very good. I mean, it's the G1000. We have it in many planes, but the flight model is something different in this plane. I don't remember the developer, because in 2020 this SR22 have been really, not really bad, but yeah, kind of bad for a long time. That was updated from someone which I can't remember, and the same version is the one we have in 2024, of course. Okay. It's gonna take like 10 miles before starting this one. But yeah, that's a little bit what I think. And yeah, apart from protest, I mean, for complaining about some stuff, overall, Flight Simulator 2024, unless you have big problem on crash, that's a big concern you can have, of course. If you have that, I can understand you're really upset. But yeah, apart from that is especially if you are talking about starting with Flight Simulator, is the best choice you can do by far. The default plane pack you have in 2024 is something that was never seen before. I mean, I have 3 ini-builds plane by default in the standard version. It's just crazy. Having the Vision Jet on the standard version with that quality in a default sim, nah, there is nothing like this. That doesn't mean that, yeah, of course it does have problem. We talk about problem all the way from our departure, but yeah, again, if you're starting flight simulation, yeah, the default pack of satellite image by default, terrain, the default terrain quality, and especially if you're the premium deluxe, the airplane pack, the custom default airport pack, it's just out of this world. Just out of this world. And it's gonna get just better through years, through updates. So yeah, but we are in clouds now. Are we? Yeah, we are doing, guys. Great. Anti-ice on. Okay. I love the windshield of the Cirrus. You have to like press this stuff. It's kind of a liquid, so if you press here, it's gonna, I guess, spray some liquid. It's not the best plane for icing condition at all, of course. Okay, we're about to descend. We can descend flight level 130, I guess. Yep. 130. Okay. Let me take some checklist. Descent. Okay, there's nothing really we have to remember. We have to, of course, not overspeed the plane. Okay. I'm watching a little bit about instrumental approach. Okay, landing speed, flaps down. Yeah, we're gonna approach around 85 knots. Instrumental approach, flaps, okay, below 130, we can drop flaps 50%. Wow, super small. Oops, no. Okay, panic. It's gonna be funny to have a sim crash right on the... No, this happened even today, even yesterday. Would be really funny to have a crash in... Wait a sec. Oh boy. Please don't. Yeah, we had this yesterday, but then it started. I can't do anything. Oh boy. Why everything is working? This is a very strange stuff that happened. If I change camera? Wow. I cannot believe it. Yeah, all the live streams say, ah no, I don't have crash usually. And this is not a crash, by the way. This is a because the sim is working. It's just the yeah, everything frozen basically. Okay, let me disconnect from VATSIM. Yeah, let's wait. Yeah, couple of minutes if nothing happened. I'm gonna officially declare that we had a big crash. Oh my god. What I was doing? Let me see. Oh, wait a sec. I want to see the exact moment. The clouds are changing position. Okay, I was checking the flap speed. Yeah, the clouds are moving. So everything is basically working unless we can turn the view at all. And the plane is not moving, of course. But maybe it's... No, it's not this. Wow. Yeah, of course, I can go into develop mode probably and trigger something, but yeah, not something that I really want to do, to be honest. Okay, this is the beta probably. Yeah, I don't really think I can do anything, to be honest. Okay. That's really bad. That's really bad. Oh, what? Oh boy, maybe it's maybe I know what's happened. Yeah. Okay, no, that's okay. That's me. Why the plane? Okay, wait a sec. Autopilot off. All right. Yeah, I am stupid. I know what happened. Yeah, I mean, I triggered the mode in which you. I don't even know how it's called. The mode in which you can, yeah, teleport the plane basically around the sim. I don't even realize that. Autopilot. Okay. Okay. Sorry, 2024. If I thought that you were bugging for a second. It was super cheap because the sim was working perfectly and... Okay, back on VATSIM. And should we descend? Well, this is wrong, by the way. 5,000 feet is wrong. We can't descend below 5,000, so the constraint is not correct. Okay, yeah, my bad. Absolutely my bad. But, okay, I guess we need to descend, to be honest. 1,000 feet per minute, let's go down. Alright. Yeah, that's fine. We can descend below 13,000, sorry, flight level 130 at Papa Hotel 001. Okay, are we back? Yeah, perfect. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, I should have pressed the key to activate it, which is Shift Z. By mistake, of course. By the way, I was saying the speeds are not speed, sorry, the flash speed 150,110. Now we have to be aware to not overspeed the plane. Descent rate is okay, like this. It's perfect, actually. After Papa Hotel 001, we can descend flight level 900. Local pressure is 1016. No, I didn't want to do this. We don't have a... What? Okay. Whatever. I thought we had the standby. Look at this. And we should be... Yeah, we are. Very close to Asiago Airport. Which is one of the most... well, Asiago Airport is actually here. Yeah, here. I really suggest you, Asiago, if you want something really challenging in Italy. It doesn't have any procedure, you have to go visual. You have to study the approach, yeah, before to do it, of course. It's Lima, India, Papa Alpha, or Delta? Delta Alpha, okay. Yeah, this is okay. Of course, you can go there with a 747, but even with a GA, it's not easy at all. It's an airport. It's not an airfield. Asphalt and everything. So, TBM. I landed there with a CJ4. So, yeah. And they land in real life Falcon. I don't remember which Falcon, but yeah. In real life, they land jet there. Okay, 1000 to go. Let me press. I'm curious if I press that, it's gonna do something or no? But this is not a windshield, to be honest. Yeah, we have anti-ice off. We have to remember it. Sorry, we have anti-ice on. And I want to change fuel tank. Let's go. All right. No, wait, the Asiago is not here. Asiago, it's right over. I mean, okay, we are right over Asiago. It's okay. The runway is there. This is the runway. There we go. Asiago Airport. Pretty cool. We're about to get below clouds, finally. And, okay, we are leveling off. We had leveled off. Descending fly level. Oops, so hard to set it. Oh my god, this is so uncomfortable. Okay. And, yeah, fly level 900. Go down. 1000 feet per minute. I'm kind of an expert of this area because I live in these areas. Let's say I know a little bit around. This is Fiume Brenta, River Brenta. Look at the ice. Yeah, but if I click here, windshield. Yeah, whatever. We are gonna be out of ice condition very soon. Well, actually, yeah, it should be. Yeah, wow, it's 900 degrees in Treviso. Easy stuff. And we're about to switch off oxygen. Okay, let's switch it off now. I know we are. I mean, it's okay. We are not that high. Otherwise, I will not remember it at all. After Papa Hotel 002, we can descend 5,000. Yeah. I think we need to expedite descent a little bit. Otherwise, it would be kind of a problem. Okay. Reducing power. Ooh, well. Okay, we have anti-ice on, of course. Let's go with max. But yeah, this is not really. I mean, it doesn't really have to do with the windshield. Is this button what? It doesn't seem to do something. Alright, below 10,000 feet. Landing lights. Okay, checklist. Okay, continue descent. Continue descent 5,000. After Volet, we can descend. Wait, I don't remember. 5,000 until Vicenza. No, okay, okay, all the way to Volet. After Volet, we can descend 3,000 to intercept the LS. Okay, great. Bad weather, wow. It's Cabo K at destination. And we are like 20 miles from destination. Very interesting. But it's gonna work. We can reduce the speed, I mean the descent speed. Maybe too much. Okay, 1,200. Oh boy, look at this. But the wings are okay. Yeah, there is no ice in the wings. And back there, yeah, all the surfaces are okay. -4 on the turn. Okay, descending 5,000. I need the DME. Okay, 21. Oh, wow, we do have the DME. For a long period, Treviso was, I'm 100% sure was without DME. I don't know if it was due to a real life condition or was just a sim. In 2020, I mean, I don't think I ever flew. Wow, this is already photogrammetry. I don't think I ever flew Treviso in 2024, to be honest. Yeah, this is photogrammetry. Why do we have photogrammetry here? This is photogrammetry as well. Ah, because this is Cittadella. No. Cittadella. Ah, that's Cittadella. This is Padova area, but wow, it's all photogrammetry is from here? Wow. That's a long way to go. Very cool. Yeah, I knew that Cittadella was... Yeah, Cittadella is that. It's completely photogrammetry. We are pretty far now, so yeah. It's not the best, of course. Okay, 1,000 feet to go. Sorry, yeah, 1,000 feet to go, 1,000 feet per minute on the vertical speed. Heading is set. And be aware on Treviso, because usually Treviso you land runway 07, but you take off runway 25. It's one of those airports in which in real life they use opposite runway for takeoff and land. So if you're flying VATSIM, don't get mad if someone take off in front of you. Well, get mad anyway if you report your full establish. Okay, anti-ice off. We are above 0 degrees outside. On the turn, descending 3,000. Oops. Vertical speed. Vertical speed. Okay. All right. I want to switch to heading select, and I want the CDI on the ILS nav arm. Localizer is armed. Localizer capturing. Yeah, we overshoot a little bit. It's okay. We are very far still. Checklist. Instrument approach speed 150. Okay, no, let's wait for it. Initial instrument approach. Yeah, it doesn't say. It doesn't say anything about fuel pump. Wow, that's very bad. Yeah, that's very bad actually, very bad checklist. Okay, whatever, I'm gonna use the visual pattern. Yeah, because it's split on ILS and visual, in instrumental and visual pattern, but in visual pattern is way more. Unless... no. Very bad, wow. Yeah. Okay, about to level off. We're gonna let the plane reduce speed till 150 knots. Let's check again, nobody on ground. As you can see, the airport is really close to Venice. Yeah, really close if you're flying a plane, not that close. If you're a tourist and you're landing in Treviso, it's not that close to Venice. And I'm saying this because Treviso is very famous for Ryanair flights. And they call it Venice Airport, but it's not Venice, it's Treviso. It's not the same. Oh, look at that. Okay, approach. Approach armed. Glide alive. $150 knots, that's fine. Fuel pump. Fuel selector, fuel list, it's correct. Landing lights are on, blah blah blah. Okay. 150 knots, flaps 50%. 130 knots, flaps full. Right? No, 110 knots, flaps full. Approach speed 85 knots. Okay. Alright. 10 miles to go still. So we're gonna try to maintain 150 knots for the initial part of the approach. And now we're out of photogrammetry. Yeah, there's like an area close to this small city called Cittadella, which is in photogrammetry, and then it's off, let's say, and then into Padova it's on again. Okay, reducing power. Landing lights on, fuel pump on. Speed is okay for now. It's always a good thing to do really high speed approach if you're flying a GA, because if you're flying VATSIM and you want to go in a very busy airport, this is something that the controller can require to you. So do a high speed approach, maintain 170 knots until 4 miles DME, and then you have to able to configure the plane. This is something that happens in real life many times if you're flying with GA in big airports. Okay. At 5 miles we're gonna decelerate. Do we need to decelerate? No, we don't need to. We can drop flaps 50 at this speed, basically. We're gonna decelerate at 3 miles because the plane can decelerate very fast. Landing lights on again. This is not working. Okay. Zoom in. 4 miles still. It's an extremely long runway for us, of course, not even need to mention it, but we can float really a lot. 3 miles, alright, deceleration. Speed check, flaps 15%. Okay, aiming for 110 knots now. As you can see, the plane can decelerate really, really quickly. Check. 110 knots. Laps full. Wow, I love the sound. Autopilot off. Let's fly the plane. Oops, very gently. Your damper is automatic, yeah. Okay, let's try to not crash, maybe. Okay, let's go back with the flight director. Yeah, in the Cirrus, the yaw damper is automated. Okay. Wow, really good flight model. Really easy to control the plane, the pitch plane with the engine power. Okay. I'm fully right. It's a little bit strange on ground. But it's okay, I mean, it's totally okay. But yeah, it's like 4 knots of wind. I feel like we have like 20 knots of wind on ground. Also, when you brake, it does this. Okay, we need to clear to the right in Treviso if you're flying a G. Look at this strange behavior when I'm braking. Now I don't remember if the because one side is military, the other one is not. It's like civil aviation. Okay, let's go right. But let's stop here 1 sec. I need to do checklist. Flaps up. Landing light stays on. Pitot it's off. Oh, I forgot the mixture because it's not in the checklist. Wow, it's not in the checklist? Very strange to me. Yeah, we touched them quite soft. Looks like we touched them way harder. But yeah. I suspect it, to be honest. I think this is the military area. Yeah, this is not the only plane that does it. Like, you feel like on the touchdown that you are... Okay, my parking was tremendous today, but whatever. Landing lights off. Fuel pump. Oxygen is off. Idle. Mixer cut off. Transponder off. External lights all off. Okay. Everything else. Can we open the door? Oh yeah, okay. No, but I want it open. Ah, no, I'm gonna be... I think I'm gonna be... Yeah, it's gonna bring me inside the plane. Yeah. Wow, this is... Okay. Why? Alright, yeah, a little bit strange on the ground. I mean, it's not bad because you can really feel the ground in this plane, but yeah, there are some strange micro stuff happening. Also in the touchdown, we were pretty soft. It felt like we were touching down way harder. I was full right with the rudder, and we were still going to the left, but yeah. But the plane flies really good. I mean, the flight model is incredible in my opinion to be default. You can really control the pitch with the engine power, which is what you're supposed to do in real life, but it's not that obvious in Flight Simulator, to be honest. I want to try in the near future the Cessna 172, the default one, to see if it does that properly or not. Okay, so yeah, that was a cool flight over Alps. I mean, we had a low visibility departure, crossing Alps, into clouds, having ice. Yeah, that was a cool flight for sure. So thank you very much for watching. Subscribe if you like. and I wish a nice evening to you, or afternoon, whatever, wherever you are, let's say. And yeah, see you next.